What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Airborne in the house, dropping you guys the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and updates. We're at Thirsty Thursdays. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying your Thirsty Thursday night. It's 9:30 p.m. Eastern, my time. Oh man, the market's just been absolutely crazy, especially with all the Luna and UST crap going on. So yeah, we'll probably briefly touch on that real quick, but there's really much not needed to go and talk about that. So yeah, man, hopefully my internet's good, because last Friday when I went live, it was cutting in and out, and it's showing 1 bar right now. So hopefully you guys can all hear me. But yeah, we got 6 Fig coming on. I'm gonna do a quick market update, just like the good old days. It's been like, man, I don't know, over a month or so since we both went live and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully. But let's just do a quick market overview. All right, I do believe the market's the last hour or so has been picking up a little bit. Let's just check it. Can you guys all hear me okay? We got Strika. What's going on? 30 in a wake up. What's up, bro? Curious to hear Luna TA. Yeah. Let's see. Who else do we got? Dippy Eggs. That's a new name. I don't think I've seen you comment before, but welcome. Strong resistance at Luna at 0. Yeah. Let's see. Sweet. Where can I get the Voyager shirt? I'm going to talk about that for a second. Well, this I actually got, man, end of 2020, I believe. They were doing like a referral thing, and they were giving away a bunch of shirts, so I got this. But there is a new merch drop from Voyager. It's kind of funny because 6 days ago I tweeted to Steve, the CEO, and then today they dropped their spring collection. So if you guys are interested in some of the new merch that Voyager has, just go to shopvoyager.com. They got a bunch of new shirts. I'll probably pick up some stuff here. They got some like Landing Castle stuff here with the race car and whatnot. But yeah, they got a couple different designs. Nothing too crazy, but I'll take it. So yeah, I'm like out of it right now. a little tired, but we'll drive on. But yeah, Bitcoin, where we at? 29,248. So it's only down about 0.47% the last 24 hours. We got Ethereum down about 5.52%, sitting a little over 2 grand. BNB's up 2.78%. Cardano's down about 6.39%. It's been like kind of a hit or miss day. Top gainers though, we had Project Galaxy up 47.6%. Wow. Liquidity, haven't heard of that one. Maker, I've heard of that. ApeCoin, yeah, we had a couple gainers the last 24 hours. Let's see, losers, no surprise, Luna, Terra, USD, Wrapped Luna, Mirror Protocol, Cryptex Finance, Voyager Token, 69 cents. It's still up a little bit though, at least the last hour or so. Today is May 12th, holidays. We got National Limerick Day, Fibromyalgia Awareness Day, Nutty Fudge Day, Odometer Day, Tony Hawk, and Drumsy. This fun and authentic gamer has won the hearts of millions of fans, but I've never heard of him. I'm not a gamer, so yeah. Let's see, Crypto Bubbles, top 100 coins. We got, it's like a mix between Sea of Red, Sea of Green. Obviously, we got Luna just completely collapsed. Same thing with UST. OSMO down about 35%. Take a look at my favorites. Got to remove Luna. Although I got a quick story on that. I was trying to swing trade it earlier. I did text 6 Fig about the gains that I made, but I didn't sell and I lost it all. So, you live, you learn, whatever. It is what it is. Propy up about 11.6%, but pretty much all coins, my favorite coins, are down today. All right, let me just check. Total crypto market cap. I think we need to do some TA on this 6 Fig, but we're barely holding the line here. I think if we break that, we're looking to probably head back down to about 952 billion. It's absolutely insane. On the grand scheme of things, the whole total crypto market cap still is only, 1.26 trillion compared to like real estate, derivatives, but still not looking too good. CoinGecko always has the total market cap a little bit higher, 1.3 trillion. So 1.2, yeah, little off. Bitcoin dominance. You know, everyone's all fearful right now, or extreme fear 10 on the new day. And people are putting their money into Bitcoin because, you know, it's crazy with all the crazy stuff going on with Luna, with top 10 coin completely just collapsed. There's so much uncertainty going on right now. It's absolutely insane. So it's good to see a little Bitcoin dominance pick back up. Fear and greed, like I said, extreme fear 10. These are just all-time lows, man. I think we hit it the other day, 2 days ago on the 10th. But then before that, the last time we hit a 10 on the index was the 8th of January of 2022. So yeah, it's been crazy since basically the mid of November. That's when we had our last all-time high. The U.S. currency dollar index. Keeping an eye on this lately too. Usually when this just keeps going up, 104.77 right now. But if you guys compare Bitcoin and the U.S. dollar currency index, usually when the currency index is down, Bitcoin and the crypto market rallies. So man, it's hopefully soon that the U.S. dollar index drops, just so we can see at least some type of relief here. And then again, Luna's just getting crushed. Man, I think, what is it? The circulating supply, that's all they're doing. They just keep printing. Super money printer right here. 1.6 trillion tokens, coins. Wow, absolutely insanity. UST, let's refresh that. Ooh, it dropped since the beginning of the stream. It was 13 cents when I pulled this up. Now it's 9 cents. So yeah, Luna's just done. Absolutely done. Bitcoin's going to zero. I actually meant to not have this tab up here, but I did upload a video of Dan Pena. Bitcoin's going to F and zero. I'm sure you guys have heard of that, but Luna actually went to F and zero. A little bit of hopium for you guys. Just 2 tweets I want to go over. We got this channel we've been traveling ever since Bitcoin's history. We did just recently bounce off this channel. So hopefully, you know, if history repeats itself, you know, we can't dip below it. We had the March, 2020 crash here. We dipped below it, but then we came back up. So we got that going. And then also the monthly RSI for Bitcoin is approaching levels that signaled the bottom for previous bear markets. So you guys can see here, monthly RSI is completely down right now. And that usually is like the bear bottom. You guys can see back in history, kind of like how that is. So I think that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, like I said, shopvoyager.com. If you guys want some Voyager merch, I just launched their spring collection earlier today. And that's about it. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. But yeah, let's bring in 6 Fig Stock Trader. Oops.
And what is happening?
Messed that one up.
Good to see you, bro.
What's going on, man? It's been a minute.
Yeah, same old, man. Just trading away. Actually, while we were sitting here on the stream, we had a crazy storm come through last night. And I think lightning, I gotta fix my hair, but I think lightning hit my house or like around it.
Wow. Yeah.
And it fried out like one of my I came down, I had a dead crypto miner. I'm like, oh no.
Really?
Yeah. And so I had I don't know what's going on. It could have just been a pure coincidence. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I had this plug completely melt down. I don't know.
What yeah, you were using the EVGA or whatever.
Yeah. So I must have had some sort of power surge or something rip through my system, and my power supply must have cut it off before it got to the miner. So it was this miner right here.
Oh, wow.
Because like I noticed, I checked my deposit for my CKB miners, and usually I've been getting like 550, 500 the last few days for my setup. And I'm like 450. I'm like, well, damn, like that's kind of messed up. Sure enough, like
it was a CKB miner, right?
Yeah.
CKB, you said?
I don't know what one that one was.
But what about the surge protector? Didn't that help?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might have just got super lucky. I would think that all my other cords would have been fried or something too. So maybe it was just something within the power supply. But yeah, who knows? It's
Marcos
crazy.
Says was it the 750 or 1,000?
It was the 1,000.
That's what I got.
It's the 1,000, yeah. So I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't the crypto miner that blew up. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it and check it at the end of the stream to make sure it's not like on meltdown. I gotta check my smoke alarm and stuff too.
Oh wow! Luckily,
just
I
make
haven't
sure
had,
that thing's ready.
Yeah, luckily I haven't had any issues at all with my miners. Knock on wood. What view do you guys like? Let me know in the comments, because I had this one up, but then this one kind of brings me right in front of your screen. I don't know. What do you think? 6Fig? Doesn't matter.
It's up to you, bro.
I like
good
the
with
backdrop.
I do too. I do too.
So,
we're not as in your face.
Yeah.
6Fig,
we need another Wojak episode during this time.
Oh, dude, I know.
Those are pretty good.
I haven't been able to even like think about Wojak like the last month or so. It's just been crazy for me, doing content and stuff like that, and man, like weddings and photography, and like it's just been absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, you got a lot of weddings this summer?
I trimmed it down, man. I trimmed it down. So I've got like 8 more for the year, and I've like probably turned away 10. And so normally I do like 25 a year. I've already done like 5 for the year, maybe 4. So yeah, I'm getting ready, and then this is my last year. I'm doing it, and then I'm doing this full time now after that.
Nice.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Gotta take a chance sometimes, right?
I know.
Just like my $3.74 buy on Luna tonight, baby. Got me 300,000 plus coins.
A lot of the
I'm winning it.
A lot of the exchanges just shut it down.
Yeah.
Voyager just did it like an hour ago or something like that.
Oh, did they?
Coinbase, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I know Binance was getting ready, but I got mine on KuCoin, so I'm sure they'll probably start shutting that down too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's what a terrible thing that to have happen. I mean, this could happen to really any of our crypto holdings, and it's just so important to diversify probably a little bit more than we all should. And I'm guilty of not diversifying as much as I should. I've got pretty much my whole portfolio split between maybe 3 or 4 cryptos. Should it be more? Probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just this, man, tragedy. I saw some guy post that he was sitting on 2.4 mil worth of Luna the other day, and this was like yesterday. I saw this post.
Was it a YouTuber?
I don't know.
I saw that. Yeah, there was a guy that dropped like a couple million on it.
Dude.
Oh man.
And now he was like, I've got $1,000 to my name or something. It was like, holy cow. I couldn't imagine that kind of loss. And it's not like one of these losses where, maybe you buy at the top and then you gotta just have to sit on it and wait for the market to return to the top. This is one of those losses where now there's 1 trillion coins.
And I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Like, there's still people that still have hope. Like, they just got to rebrand like the whole thing and start from scratch, I think. And I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but
I think we'll see a lot of people go over to USDC coin, some of those other coins that have just proven the test of time so far. I don't know. It's very unfortunate. So I
should have sold when I texted you that screenshot. God, man, I gambled with it early this morning. I put like $1,000 in when it was a penny, and then I went out and mowed the grass. And I think I kept like checking it. So I was like, oh God, it went up to like 4.1 cents.
Yeah,
I was up like $2,500 or something like that, and now my bag's worth like 7 cents. I didn't sell it, but God,
that sucks. That sucks, dude. Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Yeah,
it is what it is. So yeah, there's not much we can do about it, but try to help instill some confidence in people that have lost their bags. I don't know anybody personally that was holding too much of it or had heavy bags, but just from what I've seen on their Reddit forum and all that, it's crazy, man. I mean, there's people out there, lives.
Yeah, there was like people committing
Crazy.
suicide. I
Yeah,
heard,
dude.
absolutely insane. Gosh.
Dude. I mean, what a shame. But yeah. Luna is definitely the hot topic lately.
Should you do some TA on it?
Yeah, I'll share my screen here, and
this is like a moment where like I feel like TA it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah,
like,
so
right?
I think
just one of those black swan event thing type of crap.
Yeah, and I think that there's, TA is relevant in this to some extent. Obviously not predicting the black swan event, but I think that they were able to use this this situation that Luna was in to really execute the plan. And I'll get into that in just a second here. I'm going to pull up this chart. I just shared my screen.
Okay, here we go.
And so here is we'll get this off the weekly. Man. And so bear with me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this figured out. What in the world is going on? And so let's get rid of some of this stuff. And so what you guys can see here is that, there was this gigantic rising wedge, all the way from basically this thing started February 2021. So this is a year-long process. And when we start to see rising wedges start out, maybe somewhere around this dollar level and then go up to $123 in a year, excuse me. Like that's some significant gains. And from this bottom, I think it was what was this 116,000% gains in the last 2 years. So this is very unsustainable growth. And I think the biggest thing is, and obviously, like I said, and like you said, nobody's able to predict these black swan events like the coronavirus and like this event that happened for Luna. But it would have been a lot harder for the bad actors to execute this plan when Luna was maybe down here or up in here, vice versa. So they waited for the exact right moment to execute this plan. Bitcoin started falling apart. We saw the markets just completely go down the tank. And then, this rising wedge really helped give them that downward momentum, even more so, than anything else. We do almost have a death cross on the daily. Believe it or not, Luna has not even death crossed. Usually when we see these death crosses happen, or initially, like this 50 cross, this 200, sometimes that's an indication that things will turn around, but obviously I don't think so in this case. Looks like this can't be the right price. Oh, a broker is not connected. So we're not even looking at a live chart anymore, which is very sad. So let's look at, I wonder if there's a KuCoin chart on here, because that's where I bought.
Well, didn't they just like halt the blockchain or stop everything, I think? Or maybe just there's no trading on any of the exchange. I don't know about Binance.
I'm not sure. It's still going strong here on KuCoin. What is that? 5 zeros and 1 2.
Shit.
So I have seen my $3.74 investment cut in half right now in the last 20 minutes. So I am mad as hell.
Wow.
But I did scalp Luna earlier this morning, so it really wasn't a loss. So yeah, I mean, unfortunate. There's not much we can really say on this other than what people already know. So let's check out this dollar index that you had kind of been talking about earlier on. And it's like there's some things that I've been kind of following with this as well. And I do have some theories on this dollar, because we're waiting for the dollar to really kind of retrace. And here's something that we're going to have to really look out for is that if this does retrace here, that's going to be great for us, right? But there is a little dirty secret that is forming here, and we might have like some sort of ascending triangle, which could fill out to propel the US dollar up even more. But there, at the same time, there's also triple tops in this region, which is a nice bearish thing to see. Furthermore, we've got the RSI hanging way up on the 90s on this weekly chart. So we can see that, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get a super full-blown retracement. We can see what happened the last time we got up to these levels. Things just kind of traded sideways. So hopefully that's not what happens. Hopefully we get a nice sharp pullback like this or even like this. We'll just have to see. But there is one other thing here with this, and there is somewhat of a nice little channel here. So if this thing breaks, I do think that we'll see a nice break in price. And there's also a lot of room in between price action and this Ichimoku cloud. So that has me bullish that we'll at least maybe come down to this 200 moving average and test that again. So there might be a little giveth here in the next couple of days to week on this US dollar index.
Yeah, so the massive bull run we had in 2021, if you notice that, you see it was down, that whole like dip right there that we've had. That's when, and then all of a sudden we started to. So we peaked out mid-November, I think. Is that when the dollar started, the US dollar, whatever, tried to go back up? Is that when it started, or what?
I think so. So it was November of 2021.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when this thing basically climbed, traded sideways, and then climbed again. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a factor, and it probably had something to do with that turbulence in November.
Yeah, but people are just scared right now. Like same thing with like traditional markets and crypto. Nobody, they're just keeping cash, which sucks because of inflation. Like,
right. Yeah, hopefully the inflation comes down, starts coming down a little bit. Man,
we did by 0.2%. I think I did the video.
Okay.
What was it? March's inflation was 8.5%, and then they just announced the most recent ones. It wasn't on target. Target was supposed to be 8.1%, but we hit 8.3. So we did slow. We went down. It was the first time in, I believe, 8 months.
Okay.
That we went down for inflation, but yeah, it's crazy.
I'll take it. I mean, hey, at this point, like, it is what it is. We're just gonna have to do something about it, and if it means spending less money, then we're just gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, RSI is way overblown. I think in the next couple of weeks there might be a little bit of giving to this, and really soon for that matter. I mean, if we look at the history of this, we don't really see, we see one other time, maybe two other times where RSI levels got up to this current level that they're at. So
what's the time frame from that where you're at to today? What does that say?
I'm sorry, to what?
What time frame is that? 2014, where we peaked out on the RSI?
Oh, yeah. Right here? December 24. Yeah. Okay. This was right around that Bitcoin bull run back in 2014.
Yeah.
And so it was midsummer when that bottomed, if I remember right. So that would make sense to see this, May, June, August, somewhere in there where that bottom. And then we had the birth of like that 3-year bull run to 2018, I think it was. We'll look at the Bitcoin chart here in just a second. Actually, let's move on over to the Bitcoin chart. How about that?
Sounds good.
So this is very interesting, everyone. And the thing with Bitcoin is we'll pull up this RSI right now. And, I like the RSI as much as people hate on the RSI. It does give us a lot of great indicators. Obviously, people can look at these charts and they can look at the exchanges and know if a coin's getting too hot or not. But this really tells us market sentiment, is starting to possibly change here due to this. And I do think that, by August, somewhere in here, maybe June 13th, the week of June 13th to June 21st, somewhere in there, mid-June, we might see a bottom on this market. And that's my prediction here, simply because we've got this crazy falling wedge here. And then I'm going to show you guys something. So when I look at this and I go back to this 2013-14 bull run and I pinpoint the week of the top, and I draw this time sequence down to the bottom, August 17th, 2015, excuse me. This shows us, a couple key points in previous Bitcoin history. This point right here, when you zoom in on this to like a daily chart, let's just look at this on a daily chart right now. We can really see where Bitcoin, it got pretty close to this shelf right here. And then Bitcoin just took off. And then right here, it really kind of pinpointed a, halfway decent point where the market reversed and went bullish again. And this is all based off a measurement, like I said, from this high here, 2013, 14, down to this low. But then what's interesting about this is we've got another time sequence showing up around that June 13th, June 21st, somewhere in there. So I think that when we start looking at this weekly chart, around that time frame may in fact be where we see Bitcoin come down and touch this 200 moving average on the weekly, somewhere around this $22,500 level.
That's what I was about to say. Next is the 200-day moving average. I think that's usually indicated a bottom for Bitcoin. Is when in previous histories, when it touched that, then we've had a massive run up.
So
how do you actually, real quick question, how do you add the 200-day moving average? Because I'm trying to get better with my TA. I watched some YouTube videos on it. Is it just you click indicators, moving average, and then you set the
super easy. You come up to indicators.
Yep.
You just go to like technicals or whatever, type in moving average, and then you click on it, and then it will show up over here. I'll just throw up this 50. And then what you can do is you can adjust whether you want 50 days, 200 days.
Because when I was doing it yesterday, I put 200 in on the input there, and it didn't look right. It was like way higher than normal. Yeah, like I don't know if you have to adjust anything else. You just change the length right there to 200.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so I'll do this 200. I'm not sure what happened, but
yeah, that's weird. That's exactly what I did, but it wouldn't.
And it could have been. It depends on what chart you're on too. So if you're on like the minute chart, you're gonna see that thing flailing around like like a rag doll or something in a dryer. But we got this. This is an interesting tool here. It's the Bitcoin Investor tool, and basically it's like a 730-day moving average. And what's interesting about this, and I've kind of brought this up, in some of my videos here, but I thought you guys would enjoy this. And really, when we start looking at this, we can see that the ultimate buys have been underneath this green line. And we can see that back to 2014-15, back in 2018, the coronavirus crash, of course. And right now, guys, we are below this green line. So we could just stay underneath this line for the next couple months. Gives people time to buy back in, form another layer, recruit some more degenerates into the crypto space.
Yeah.
So that is very interesting, to say the least. And there's one more indicator, and I think that you like this one, Airborne. Let's see, not this one. We'll look at this one, and then we'll look at gosh dang, I gotta close out some stuff here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. There we go. I noticed you had this pulled up.
Yeah. Yep.
Earlier
what is that called
on.
again? What
This is
exactly?
called the Bitcoin
logarithmic?
log growth curve. So really, we can see that instead of really coming up to this top level, we just kind of had like a double pump here.
Which goes to show, I think that's what some people are thinking. We're going to have a third blow off top. That's just,
yeah.
It could definitely be possible. When you look at this, though, we've bottomed out. At least,
yes,
maybe, or we're starting to right now. It could go lower, like I said. But if look at the data, guys, it's right here. Like,
yeah,
follows it perfectly.
And I think that there's been a lot of comparison, and I know we've talked about this before when we look at the 2014 bull run and retracement here. We can see that there was for a week a single wick to the downside, and then the bull market was back on. So once we penetrated this level here over the course of 2 weeks, the bull market was back on. Even though it sucked from November of 2013 down to August of 2015. That's kind of the same boat we're in right now, because it sucked since November of 21.
Yep.
And here we are back down here in the dumps.
Dude, isn't it crazy? You think like all this crazy stuff happened the last couple of days, and then you pull up this chart and it just so happens that we just went below it. Like, I swear there's some people out there that like time this. Like, they have technical analysis experts for certain events just to crazy stuff to happen. That's my conspiracy.
People move some money, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, even when we look at like the crypto crash of the coronavirus, this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, you could call it maybe a 10-week down in the dumps. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to count this stuff up here because we are still kind of hugging the line, but 5 weeks. So right now we're looking at 2 to 5 weeks possibly in the dumps. That gets us just about enough time to this June 13th date, which hopefully will be the next reversal point. So I don't know, guys. I'm thinking this mid-June, maybe the end of June. We don't know yet till we know. But I would love to see these crypto markets really hold this $29,000-ish level. And I was shocked when I saw Bitcoin strike down to this $26,000 level. What was that, today? Yesterday?
Yeah, I think didn't it hit like 25,000, I think. It went down real quick.
Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah. And so there's also, just this other, just to kind of feed some more hopium here. There is another thing that I'm liking, and you guys can kind of see it right now. It's just this on this weekly chart, guys. It's this falling wedge going right into this time sequence. I think it just makes sense to me that this is just going to be, a 5-10 week long suffering. Hopefully not. But if this thing does take off, I mean, let's just play devil's advocate here for a second and pretend this is this upper bound here. We'll pretend this is this upper bound here, and we'll pretend that this curves like this. Bear with me.
Yeah, because if people are saying, oh, it's going to keep going lower and lower and lower, and you have this part pulled up.
And I was listening to, oh, sorry, dude. I think your internet might be cutting out or something, because I think I keep cutting you off and I can't hear you, so sorry about that. But I was listening to Crypto Wendy the other day, and she brought up this point where we might be getting ready to see a melt up happen, and I was like, well, damn, that kind of makes sense. And if we did see something like that, I mean, we could see Bitcoin rise up to $212,000. I mean, it's possible at this point. We've seen it happen before.
Yep.
So I don't know. Guys. It's just everybody loves to speculate. I love to speculate. And you guys can see it did it back here, it could do it here again. Easy.
Yeah.
So we could be sitting here the same time next year from our yachts. And But yeah, so that's kind of interesting stuff with Bitcoin right now. And the last time we had a nice falling wedge was back in this 2014, 13, 15 era as well, when we had something defined. So we had a very nice defined falling wedge that did occur, that came in and kind of saved the market, right around in here. So I don't know, guys. I'm still kind of bullish right now. I think we're just kind of scraping around bedrock. I really do. I'm just hoping that we don't see this time sequence fail. And if it fails, I'm hoping we don't see like some catastrophic event.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be the first time in Bitcoin's history. Looking at this chart, it hasn't gone any farther below than the March 2020 crash. That's the lowest it's ever been below this growth curve.
Yeah, I mean, the sad fact is there's a lot of big hedge funds and stuff like that want to get in at $500 or $10,000. $22,000 isn't good enough for them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we had the power, to remain anonymous and have access to billions and billions of dollars that we could try to manipulate Bitcoin, I think everybody in this audience would be at least tempted. I mean, let's face it, right? We're here to make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we go into
total crypto
market?
That looks like we're barely holding on to. Like, yeah. I feel like we bottomed out. Like, it's been terrible the last week. Like, just this. Dude. It's pretty bad feeling. I've been in the crypto space for a while. Like, the March the COVID crash, I remember exactly where I was when that happened. But I mean, this is just, it's like there's no relief in sight type of thing. But at least some of these, charts and whatnot we're looking at. Hopefully,
yeah, it does suck. I mean, there's no questions about that. It sucks. But I've been kind of following the total crypto market cap. We had a nice little channel kind of going here. Things spilled over. I do think that there might be some sort of head and shoulders pattern here. I'm not sure. The neckline could be here, as you guys can see right here. So depending on where this thing falls, we might be able to say that we'll see this total crypto market cap wander right down to about the 1 trillion mark, which it's already there. And, I'm kind of wondering myself if this is some sort of Gartley pattern or something like that. If things really fail at this $1 trillion mark, I think that an 850 million to 533 billion, or excuse me, billion, billion, a $533 billion market cap might be possible. But just like, I mean, that's just insane to even think about.
Yeah.
But look at this, though. We're seeing these same patterns appear across all these charts. This gigantic falling wedge, and gigantic falling wedges are great to see because that means that we're going to see a nice pop. Not all the time, but I mean, unless things get really bad to break a falling wedge out of a multi-year pattern, like, man.
If you throw a time sequence on there, I wonder if it aligns.
Yeah, let's do a time sequence on this, and I really want to find a decent swing high to swing low for this. My heart tells me to go back to 2018 and measure off this point here. So this is where we're going to start.
Where did you measure it off of for Bitcoin? Same spot?
For Bitcoin, it was the 2013, 14 top. So I don't know. It might not have it tracked here. We'll have to go back and see, but I'm liking what I'm seeing right here. It predicted this little drop off here. It predicted the start of this here, and we're seeing September 12th, 2022, which I could easily see price action winding down to around these levels and to around that time frame. Let's just move the goalposts here. Let's just do this coronavirus crash and just see what happens. It's pretty accurate. I mean, it predicted this reversal down to the week here, somewhat of a reversal here. Unfortunately, we're not seeing anything too crazy. Let's just go ahead here and we'll throw this up right here. And, you know, it kind of predicted a reversal point right here, which is cool. And then that June 27th, week of June 27th. So, like, you know, I'm seeing the potential for this June 27th, mid-June. I've been seeing this time sequence popping up all over the place in mid to late June. So that's where I'm banking on right now, man. Mid-June, possibly some sort of reversal point. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I know at least this coming weekend we have a full moon for the moon phase people out there. I just like looking at that for fun. I mean, it's predicted a couple things accurate, but it's still hit or miss. There's also, I think, a lunar eclipse this weekend too. So usually for full moons, we'll pump during full moons all the way into the new moon. So, and that one chick, what's her name? Marin Altman. She's predicted a lot of this stuff. She predicted the UST downfall. I think she did a tweet, something about May 10th.
Oh, really?
It's like May 10th and October something. There's 2 dates, but she's predicted like the presidency. Like she's predicted all these crazy things just with astrology. I mean, take it all with a grain of salt, but we might have a little pump here this weekend for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
in the short term at least.
I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. You know, we got Ethereum. I don't know how many people are holding Ethereum. But, you know, we might see Ethereum drift down to the 1200s, 1300s, somewhere in there. Maybe 15. But here again, you know, we're not really seeing too much of a crazy falling wedge on this. But, you know, we can see that there's some Elliott wave theory here to the downside. But I have a big... theory on Ethereum, actually, and you guys can see how I have this chart drawn up here. Ethereum is in a gigantic rising wedge, and we saw what this gigantic rising wedge did to Luna, and we've seen it happen with Bitcoin, stuff like that. And to see something like this shake out on Ethereum is very concerning to me. I'm not saying that Ethereum is going to crash. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we see it go to 10,000 and then we see this just get straightened out in the channel or something. But for right now, I mean, dang.
It kind of makes sense. The way the markets move usually, at least historically, is Bitcoin dominance will rise. Bitcoin will, you know, top out or whatever, and then it's followed by Ethereum. Then Ethereum kind of tops out, and then you get into your small caps, like your top 50 coins will start taking off, and then your micro caps after that. It's kind of like how the cycle moves. So if Bitcoin is looking like it's going to take off now, Ethereum not so much. Maybe Bitcoin will rally. Everyone's going to put their money into Bitcoin, and then whenever that peaks out, then people start putting, you know, more money into Ethereum, because that's just kind of like historically how it works. Could be totally wrong though.
Yeah, you're right. It very well could do that, and you just never know. I mean, I'd love to see something like that happen, though.
I don't want to go back to Bitcoin, but I know Norris Digital Assets. I follow him. I think I met him through you. Like he was on one of the live streams that you had a while ago. But he's thinking of the Elliott wave theory, that wave 5 to the upside.
For Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's still in play, according to him. So
it could possibly.
What you think about that?
Check it out. You know, I kind of have my theory on this too. You know, part of me is thinking that if we get some crazy meltdown event on June 13th, I wouldn't be too surprised. I kind of think here, like, you know, we might already have seen Elliott wave theory to the upside, but I do know what he's talking about. And let me just bring up this chart. So
yeah, I don't know exactly where he put the first wave.
Yeah, and
where he started it for it to.
yeah, and this is tricky because I mean you could technically start it here, start this here, start that there, and then really 0.5 would have to be somewhere above, this point here. And I guess it kind of was to some extent. So I mean, I guess technically this could have been 0.5 as well. But I don't know. We could also see something else happen, like 0.5 is really up here somewhere.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Yeah, I haven't tuned into his channel in a while. I've been so busy. I haven't really been able to. Usually the only time I'm able to watch crypto videos and YouTube videos is when I'm doing the dishes or if I'm like cleaning the something. I'll just kind of set it on the windowsill and throw my earbuds in or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Bitcoin moves mysteriously. I hope he's right.
It's gonna move when we least expect it. I feel like that's just
Yeah.
how it is. It's just gonna be like you're gonna wake up or something and be like, "Holy crap! Bitcoin just jumped up $4,000 or $5,000."
Yeah,
So,
and I mean, he could be 100% right that maybe it's a move like this to the upside. It very well could. I mean, I think I think people don't realize that the space is getting more money and more money injected into it like daily. Even though we're losing, we're getting a lot of people. Once Bitcoin turns around here, that are going to just FOMO in. And it's going to be easy to see a melt up, kind of like what Crypto Wendy was talking about the other day. And it's just crazy. Like well, you know how it is. We all know how it is. I mean, we saw September 2020 to April 2021. Like this was a great little melt up to make that move right now. $200,000 Bitcoin. So yeah, I definitely, if this is, I'm not saying, what I just drew is what, he's referring to, but I think we kind of have similar understanding of Elliott wave theory. I think, he probably could be right on that. I hope he is.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up real quick before you kept doing Ethereum. Yeah. Maybe you want to jump over to Voyager token. Man, it's been getting crushed lately.
Voyager?
Yeah.
Oh man, I know. It's like, wow. I was hoping that we wouldn't see Voyager go as low as it did. I've seen some nasty wicks on this the other day. One thing about Voyager token, it'll be nice on the weekly once we can start getting some Ichimoku cloud coverage. That'll be nice. Let's get this back to the day. Voyager token is doing some freaky things. So with that said, I've been kind of working with this. We've seen, I drew this time sequence from this low here up to this swing high. And this really provided some good insight onto some possible dates to pay attention to in the future. And I say that because we have 100% accuracy for the most part so far. We can see it predicted this reversal point here. It predicted this reversal point or increased volatility here, a reversal point here, and then here we go.
June? No?
May 31st, somewhere
My
in
birthday. May 31st. I would take a nice good green reversal on my birthday.
Is that your birthday, May 31st?
Yep.
Happy birthday early.
God, I'm going to be 36 years old, man.
Jesus.
Aren't you 30? Aren't you the same age as me?
No, I'm 36.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But yeah, so I mean, Voyager token, we've come down to the 161.8. It just based off this little hectic pattern and trading through here. But one thing I do think right now with Voyager is that price action is too far away from the cloud. I did a video on Voyager like a month ago when it was like right here, and I thought price action was like too far away from the cloud at that time. And I remember we got just a little bitty pump and then it was like over. But If we look at RSI on the daily,
Oh,
it's at, what is it at? It is at, what is that, 11.56?
that's the
Yeah.
worst RSI, I think, at least in this chart's history, not because it doesn't have the before the
Yeah,
flop or
it
whatever.
is, at least for the daily chart.
Whew.
So it is what it is. But
We need some
it's,
more product rollout, Steve.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I do think that Voyager token, it could be in for some relief sooner than you think. And I'm thinking what's going to happen here is there's going to be like a symmetrical triangle or some sort of ascending triangle that forms, and you never know, you might get a bounce like this and then a drop off on your birthday. Just kidding. The ultimate birthday present. So we can already see this symmetrical triangle kind of forming here. So I'm thinking that the bounce is possibly going to happen here very soon. And let's just give you guys an idea of exactly when this could happen. We're just guessing here. And we're going to throw up a little time sequence just to confirm. So I would say that keep your eyes on Voyager token May 13th, which is tonight at 2 a.m. Central Time. And then also watch tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. So I want you guys to watch for those times with Voyager token. And then maybe May 15th, 2 a.m. Central Time. So I do think that Voyager token, if we just look at that daily one more time, it's due. Price is too far away. I'm not saying we're going to get some sort of crazy pump because we just simply don't know. But we might see something like this, a little give back to the market, because let's face it, people are starting to buy in at these lower prices and things like that. So it is what it is.
I do know that one time frame or the time sequence that you said on my birthday around the 31st of May, that Voyager is supposed to announce their white paper for their VLP 2.0 because they're redoing their whole loyalty program. So at least in one of the last interviews with Steve, he said we'll have something by the end of May, at least what is going to be in this VLP 2.0. And everyone's anxiously awaiting that. So that could be some positive news that hopefully will bring it to the upside, at least, I hope.
Yeah, I do too, man. Hopefully
pump
they
on
can.
VGX right now.
Is there?
Wake up just said. Oh man.
Let's look. Maybe we should do some live trading here. Oh yeah. So we got Voyager token is pumping here. We're looking at the 1 minute chart, and we might have some Elliot wave theory going on here. Let's do this live. And so right now, watch for this sell-off to happen right around this 71 cent area would be my guess. In my opinion, price action may be a little bit too high or far out from this cloud for too long. So I think this 72 cent-ish level might be a little bit of a wall. Let's just watch this since we're on the 1 minute chart. I was day trading ICP today, and man, I was just killing it with this volatility. It was just awesome.
Do you ever do you trade like this? Is this sometimes how you day trade? You just throw up the 1 minute chart, throw up some.
Yeah, it is. So when I'm doing that stuff, I'll do all my stuff like on KuCoin. They've got a really good like day trading interface. For those of you guys that are interested, it's very low fees. In fact, I'm not trying to shame Voyager token or Voyager app or anything like that, but their trading fees are like, if you want to make a trade, it's like pennies.
Oh wow,
like $1 to make a trade. I mean, I'll be moving around $10,000, and it costs me $1 for the transaction to go through. So it's one of the most like well used crypto trading platforms. I think like 1 in 4 crypto traders use it or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's
you just can't beat it, especially if you're going
Voyager's
back and forth.
Completely different. Voyager is just trying to make it crypto made easy, like simple user interface and whatnot. Whereas their desktop version, which is in beta right now, I forget who in the VGX Heroes has it, but they've been testing it. It's probably something that you'd be interested in once they roll that out, because it's more for traders type of thing. It has all charts and stuff, and like you could do a lot 10 times more than you can on the app. So
yeah, I'd be very interested in checking that out when they have it, of course.
Also, you got to get to navigator status now. With the price is so cheap, that'll cut back on those fees. You get the cashback rewards for the spread.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I know. But yeah, anyway. I mean, Voyager token, yeah, it's definitely, you know, I don't have a problem with the app. It's a great app. I think it's a great app to really get people interested in crypto. There's a lot of people that just like my parents, you know, up until a few years ago, you know, they would call me anytime that they wanted help with like just the basic technological things, like how to plug in a router.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, people that don't need all the bells and whistles, it's a phenomenal trading platform, to say the least. I got no gripes whatsoever.
Yep. Looks like we're still pumping.
This is the live pump. Yeah, we're gonna watch this live. I'm thinking that this thing
is Bitcoin pumping too, because obviously usually it moves with Bitcoin. So I wonder if Bitcoin's pumping a little bit.
It very well could be. It very well could be. We're seeing this RSI hang up here, and this is just a 1 minute chart, but let's watch for a sell-off here somewhere in the 72 cents. I know a lot of you guys out there have a lot of money, so you're probably just gonna drop a huge buy order and see this thing shoot up to like $1.
I wish. Bitcoin's at 30K? What?
No.
Yeah.
No,
dude, it's pumping. No. That's why. It's at 30,000. Well,
oh my goodness, it is. How about that? Bitcoin is in a rising wedge right now as far as RSI is concerned.
It's the six-fig and crypto Airborne effect. When we go live, the market pumps.
Yeah, that's true. So we're seeing this bearish pattern play out through the RSI. This is telling me that things are about to run out of gas. Price is too far away from this Ichimoku cloud as well.
Yeah.
This is the 1 minute chart. And to be honest with you guys, we're kind of seeing this rising wedge quite possibly form here on this 1 minute chart. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to, maybe not. Maybe there's just a channel, but you just never know. I think that we're going to see this maybe pull back here. Let's go back to Voyager and just see what that's doing.
Oh, we hit it.
It's chugging along. It's chugging along here. Let's just go to a 5 minute chart. Okay. It's looking good. So yeah, maybe we'll see an ascending triangle.
I just made $9,000. Oh, right,
nice.
Up 9,000.
So yeah. Maybe we'll see some sort of ascending triangle here or something like that. But you never know. I'm thinking the latter. I think we're going to see some sort of a symmetrical triangle form, quite possibly. But yeah, let's move on to the next coin. Which ones did you have in the lineup? Was it?
I don't remember.
Looks like we got the DXY total crypto cap, Bitcoin, VGX.
I mean, how long you want to go? We just hit an hour. I don't know if you got to do anything tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe do one more.
I can't believe it's been an hour.
Yeah. Anyone in the comments? How about
let's
in the comments? Whoever comments first to coin will do TA.
Yeah, let's look at the next coin that people. Let's check out Internet Computer because I got to get that in right. Right.
Yeah, let's see. When we gonna see some movement on this one?
See, this is the one I was trading.
Buy a few.
Looks like we've got Strike for the win with KAVA. Okay, we'll hit up. We'll do KAVA, VET, and STMX for packable as well.
There we go.
So I mean, I don't know. So when we look at this chart of internet computer, it's a bad looking chart. There's no questions about that, and you guys can kind of see how I've kind of got some stuff marked out. We've got this falling wedge in the RSI, really a great pattern you guys want to see when it comes to trying to find a bounce zone. And we are seeing something that, and I think that this is possibly very similar to what we're going to see with Voyager token. We're seeing these candles too far away from this cloud. If you guys remember, I was saying with Voyager token, I'm thinking we're going to get like this symmetrical triangle or something like that. But there is this May 14th bounce for internet computer, and like Voyager token, this time sequence has been spot on throughout. Since I laid it. So right here we've got a reversal here. It's hard to see some of these wicks because this blue line covers it up, but it predicted the reversal here. Same with right here, even though it's insignificant. I mean, there's something that's possibly going to happen here. And I do think that
got the full moon effect coming this weekend.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
lunar eclipse.
It is what it is. So, I'm not trying to just shill this off onto people or anything like that, but on the daily chart, it's looking good. Like a lot of these other cryptos are just looking good right now. So, in full disclosure, I work for Definity now that runs internet computers. So there's that. So I think that the price is just too far from this Ichimoku cloud right now. But I think that this is going to get ready to pull a reversal here.
How much
soon.
is it right now? I can't see on my screen at this.
765. Oh, Bitcoin?
No, internet ICP.
Oh, yeah. It's about $7.63.
What's the total supply? Is it?
It is. There's 213 million or something in circulation, and there's 400 something in, total. I think they said they have like 51% of it is staked for the next 8 years or something crazy like that.
Oh wow!
Or maybe 51% is staked or something like that. You can do this like crazy staking thing where you can stake your ICP for like 8 years, and then you just get like buku.
You pull it out whenever though. Or is it locked?
Dude, I think it's like locked up. So I've got like 10 locked up for like 8 years if I'm still alive by then.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a risky move.
Right. I wasn't about to like go buck wild, but it could be like an Ethereum or something. 10 years from now, we could be seeing Voyager token, $500. We could be seeing all these coins like at ridiculous prices we never even expected. It could be at zero. Who knows? So yeah, it's looking decent. Let's just move on to KAVA for Strike. And I hope you're doing good out from down
Strike. How's it going, man? You got to come on a stream sometime soon.
Yeah. So KAVA, we must have done this for Strike.
Yeah, I remember
last time. So
let's see,
we had this. Yeah. So what we ended up having here was maybe this ABCDE pattern and maybe another little baby run down to this 786. It looks like it's at $1.73. Oof. Yeah, big rising wedge. I do think that this thing is not looking the best. It's in price discovery mode. I think that if this thing breaks this $1.13 level, somewhere in there, we could easily see this move down to 70 cents, down to 40 cents, down to 25 cents.
KAVA, I don't know literally anything about it except from the TA, but I know it was recently added on Voyager.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do believe they have some good interest rewards that you can earn. I think it's 12%.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 12%. At least on their app. I think in the KAVA ecosystem, you can stake with them. It's a lot higher or something like that. I do remember that, but
yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're seeing this trend here, unfortunately, across every chart that we have, whether it's Bitcoin, internet computer, Voyager token, Ethereum.
Insane
it's
too.
just everything's in the tank, man. So it's very sad to see this stuff happen. But look what happened the last time RSI hit these levels. Buyers stepped in and
Dude,
melted this thing up. This is
it
that
looks like
melt
that
up
V-shaped
shit.
bounce that everyone's talking about. Isn't that what
Dude,
it is? There's the big V-shaped bounce. That's like what we're having right now with Bitcoin. Everyone's
possibly.
yeah.
And it could have already happened. We're at 30,000 right now.
Yep.
It's 35% on the Kepler wallet. Interesting. So you can stake KAVA for 35% interest.
Wow.
Interesting. I might have to just throw like $100 in there. No, yeah, Yokai swap is down to like 35% or something. Like, what is it at? 85
I
or
keep
35%?
forgetting about that. I have I always, God, I have so much random crypto in like random places. If I die,
Yeah,
my wife's not gonna know.
I know
Get
a
any of
lot.
that crap
So.
out. I need to like write it all down where everything is and how to get it.
Put it in a safety deposit box.
Yeah. But
yeah. So let's look at Storm. Let's look at VeChain for Feel Good Green.
VeChain doing things.
VeChain.
I'm doing the timestamps as we go, so I don't have to go back and watch.
Yeah. So VeChain, I like VeChain. I really like how what they're trying to do, and I think that this is just going to be one of those cryptos that it'll probably stand the test of time. We're seeing some familiar situations and setups here. Right now, I can tell you guys that there might have possibly been some sort of Wyckoff pattern in here, and we might be seeing that same Wyckoff pattern in here. Really, we would see this be the spring area, and we're seeing this falling wedge almost within this RSI as well. So
if you look back, it looks just like a lot of the other big drop-offs, and then there's like a rally shortly after.
Right.
The one back, what is that? May 2020. Yeah, that one right there. There's a
Which
big
one?
dip.
This?
No, the big down.
Oh, right in here.
Yep.
Okay.
Right
yep. So this was
that
the coronavirus
looks like
crash.
what's happening right now.
It really does. It really does. Let's just throw up a little time sequence on this because I'm very interested in this right now. We'll go from this launch date down to this first date right here. Boom. Look at that. So if we look at this time sequence, predicted this drop off here, predicted this reversal here, predicted this melt up here. And here we go again, guys. This mid-June 2022. I'm telling you guys, there's something with mid-June in the next 30 days, next 45 days. I want you guys to just stay in tune to that date. Put it in your phone, set a reminder or whatever. Check back in with Crypto Airborne and 6Fig. So we're going to do a live stream on June 15th or somewhere in there, Airborne. And then we're going to come back and see what happened. So yeah, it's definitely a crazy thing to see all this stuff happening. There was one more, STMX, STMX. So here is STORMX, baby, for packable. Are you still in still into BTT packable? Let me know in the comments section. It's funny how I know like what crypto he's into. Well, we all do.
Yeah.
Really we're seeing STORMX melt down here like everything else. No big surprise there, but it's down at this 006. He's still into BTT. Okay. We'll check out BTT after this and then we'll call it. But STORMX came down, touched this 127. It's a very common reversal point for coins to go to. We've got the falling wedge going here. If this 006 fails, look for 004 for the price tag. So there's not much we can do with this one but to just wait. I do think that there might be some sort of bounce getting ready to happen simply because we got this falling wedge on the RSI and price is too far away from this Ichimoku cloud, in my opinion. So there might be a chance that this thing could 2x back up to like 0.011 somewhere in there. Let's look at BTT. I want to look at BTT to the dollar. And okay. So BTT looks like it is suffering. What was I trying to do there? And let's see what we got here. Where did this thing go down to?
If you guys are waiting for Six Fig, smash that thumbs up button, guys. Got to show the algo.
That's right. So yeah, this thing's kind of resting comfortably around this 200% level. I'm not even going to try to pronounce. This looks like Luna numbers here. 5 zeros and then the 108 or whatever. You know, if this falls off and fails here at this 200%, I mean, you're looking at this. I don't know what this is. 6 zeros, 9 1. If it bounces 122 somewhere in there. This one, I hate how they did this reversal or whatever. But yeah, that's BitTorrent for you guys, and that's really the
we got
markets.
a Elizabeth request, please. She said, you know Elizabeth's hidden gems.
Okay.
OSMO. I don't.
What was it? OSMO.
Yeah. Let's look.
We'll look it up.
OSMO is Osmosis number 106 coin. It's down 35%. Total supply 325 million. Max supply 1 billion. Osmos.zone. Interchain Liquidity Lab, swap, earn, build, and leading decentralized Cosmos exchange. So it looks like it's a DEX on Cosmos.
Nice. So yeah, May 21st, you're going to want to pay attention to that date. Price is too far away from this cloud here. It's just my opinion. We don't have a 200-day moving average yet on this. Let's go down to a 150. Nothing on there. Let's go to a 125. Oh. So we can see this is just a 125-day moving average. It's not something that I like. Pay attention to this May 21st time frame, though. There could be something that happens. I'd suspect that we're going to see some sort of symmetrical triangle or something like that form and pull some sort of sideways, consolidation through that to that date. But really, I mean, we're kind of seeing the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of these.
Oh, Luna's having a baby pump. I just got notified. I might have to run upstairs and sell my bag. Yeah, this one's a tough one right now. It's complicated. But
Luna baby pump.
Just pay attention to those dates. I mean, it might not be a bad hold and see what happens here.
My Luna bag's now worth 42 cents.
Is it? What's it? Let's see what price
I own
it's
about
at.
106,000 Luna tokens, coins.
Oh, really? I've got 300 and I don't know, 80,000 or something that I just picked up for $3. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find out. Binance doesn't have it anymore. KuCoin has it, but I'm trying to find let's see. Let's look at this. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the one. Oh man, that's just sickening to see. Oh yeah, Marcos is right. So yeah, I might have to run upstairs and sell my bag, guys.
That's crazy.
I think I bought it 0.000097. The last two digits were 97. So I don't know.
Let's see. We got the King Love doing pretty good. What's up? 30 to wake up. VGX was 57 cents today. Now it sits at 71 cents. Crazy ass market. Yeah, look back at the VGX 1 minute. I wonder if we are back down now.
Great idea. Great idea.
Elizabeth said she found Osmo 15 days ago. Likes the staking. What's the staking percentage?
So it looks like Voyager token came almost up to this. It's still kind of trucking along. 72 cents. It almost came up to 72 cents and did a little pullback. But now it's looking like she wants to pump a little bit more. Let's just throw up this little trend line. So I think we're either going to see, something like I was saying earlier, something like a symmetrical triangle form, or maybe something like a ascending triangle form where we see this thing go like this, maybe something like this, and then take off to $100, soak up some of that liquidity that Luna lost. Next thing you know, Voyager token is sitting comfortably on the moon, which would be kind of nice for everybody, wouldn't it? Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll wake up tomorrow and be shocked again at something else.
Yeah, I know. Well, tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
Oh, shit.
Great. Yeah. Forgot about that.
That's right, dude. So prepared for a bloodbath tomorrow, Friday the 13th, as Airborne just pointed out.
Which would be nice. Nice little relief rally at least. Or at least pumping into that the full moon this weekend and lunar eclipse that we're having.
That would be sweet. It'd be sweet.
Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. Got any last words or anything?
Just hang in there, guys. I think we're scraping along the bottom or getting close to it. I mean, if we see Bitcoin go down another 8,000 or back to 22,000, don't be alarmed. I think if it starts going down lower than like 20,000, 19, 18, maybe we'll get a little bit more concerned. But I don't, I think we're near the bottom. I don't know that we're necessarily at the bottom. Like as long as I don't know if we're going to be seeing. I think we're going to be seeing more lows, lower lows for sure.
Yeah,
just to guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on that 200-day moving average, like you said, where we could still potentially, at least bearish scenario, touch that before a reversal. But at least in the bullish side of things, like you said, looking into the mid-June timeframe for something to happen, because all at least technical analysis, like I always tell you guys, take it with a grain of salt. It's just one tool to add to your investing tool bag and whatnot. But
absolutely,
I don't know. It's been pretty crazy the last couple of days. I get it, but I at least try to stay positive. At least make some videos for you guys. I'm probably one of the last bullish people out there I know, at least in the crypto Twitter space. There's just so much, bearish. Oh, we're in the bear market, crypto winter right now. I can understand. I mean, I've went through a couple different crashes before. It definitely feels like that the last week. Like it's terrible. Like even for me personally, like. It's like, when is it going to end? When is it going to end type of thing. So,
and like another thing too, like, I think like the bear markets just absolutely bring out the worst in people too. And then you start to see like a lot of the community members just lash out and just don't, just know that, they're probably seeing their finances collapse. They're probably saying things that they don't mean, things like that. They'll wake up another day and their bags will be pumped and there'll be nothing but bullish sentiment again on Twitter.
Yeah, and you also got you get the mainstream media putting out crypto's going to zero. I put it out in my video just the other day where Bitcoin has died like 400 and some times in its history.
Right.
It has the graph of the Bitcoin price, and when it's been bottom like today or like the last couple of days, there was an article put out. There's Forbes put out something, crypto's going to zero. Mainstream media starts picking up on it. That usually is an indicator, at least to me personally, based off historical things that have happened in the past with crypto and Bitcoin, that we bottomed out. I mean, we could definitely go lower, but once mainstream media starts coming out with FUD articles like that, that might be it. But I mean, it is a different time though, with all the macro perspectives, macroeconomics, geopolitical stuff, get all that stuff going on. Inflation, it's just the whole world is just like falling apart right now. It's crazy.
It's on fire.
But
it's on fire.
Just stay positive, guys. I know it's hard. It sucks. but I don't know.
Yeah, and like another thing too, like if you're thinking about buying more crypto, I heard somebody give this advice the other day and it made sense. Just don't buy it as frequently. You know, if you're buying crypto like every single day, maybe just buy it like every 4 days.
Yeah.
You know,
They
it's
always
just
say DCA, dollar cost
Yeah.
average. Don't invest more you could afford to lose. Blah blah blah.
exactly.
You guys all know the spiel, but
Which everybody's in more than they can afford to lose. Nobody just wants to admit it. You know, I don't want to even see any comments that says they're not in it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody's in to get rich.
Yep.
AF for sure.
Exactly.
So,
All right. I think that's going to do it, guys. Smash that thumbs up button on your way out. Consider subscribing if you guys aren't subscribed. And also turn on those bell notifications so you guys get notified as soon as I upload a video or go live. So, again, Six Fig, I definitely appreciate you coming on tonight. I know it's been a minute, but hopefully I can keep doing it. And with my move down to Florida here soon, we got to get you down there and do some, collaborations and whatnot.
Let's do it. I'm game, man. I'll hop on a flight tonight. Meet you down there.
All right. All right, guys. Take care.
All
Crypto
right.
Airborne.